Hey guys, it's your girl PT Bay. Due to COVID-19, I am in online class now. And if you want to know how physical therapy school is going online, specifically how my clinical experiences are going online, I decided to give you a quick update because I was trying to film a little mini series of my different clinical experiences in different clinics. You can check out episode 1 and 2, which I already have posted, and I was supposed to go to another hospital and film there, but it got canceled due to this pandemic. So what we're doing instead now is we're having like virtual Google Hangout meets during the time that we would normally be in the clinic. We had assignments to complete for the class outside of just going to the clinic. So basically all we're doing now is just keeping those same assignments but virtually doing them. So for example, one of our assignments was to complete a list of skills to get checked off. Like we had to take vital signs or do a strength assessment or perform special tests for assessing walking and balancing, things like that. So since we can't physically do that hands-on for that specific assignment, we have to research how telehealth PTs manage to do those skills over the computer, which is a good idea because it's very relevant seeing that we're in school over the computer now. And I'm not gonna lie, when we first went online, I'm like, physical therapy online, okay. But after doing some research, it's actually pretty effective. So the things I had to research were how a PT would perform gait activities, which is a fancy word for walking, how a PT would give out instructions on how to use assistive devices, also endurance activities, which I found a really interesting article on. I guess there is more than one way to PT. Side hustle idea that I got in the future was like, I could host a virtual class over something, I don't know, something I'm passionate about. So go work my PT job, 9 to 5, then get online once a week. All them people pay me money to come to my virtual class. I'm just saying, keep your options open. Telehealth, kind of interesting. All right, so I'm about to sign on to class. We're required to have our cameras on, so.
Oh wait, never mind.
My camera's on.
I think that we should all have a Netflix watch party. We can all watch Tiger King.
Do you think Carol Baskin killed her husband?
We think Carol Baskin killed her husband.
You guys, am I lagging?
Yeah, you are. You always are.
I know. I don't know why. I don't know. I have really old... It don't matter. So to go off what Emily just said about telehealth being useful in treating patients who have lifelong conditions. So one of the things I read was about telehealth being used in patients who have multiple sclerosis. It was just a therapist sending out weekly patient education information on correct body mechanics in order to conserve your energy, how to use assistive devices to get around, things like that. It just made me realize that physical therapy doesn't always have to be hands-on. Big part of what we do is patient education. Like even when we're in the clinic and we're hands-on with the patients, we always send them home with exercises to do, or we're always correcting them on how to perform something correctly so they don't get injured. So it's like we can still do that via online, via telehealth. That was just really eye-opening for me. Like patient education doesn't have to be sacrificed just because we're doing telehealth. So every 30 minutes we get to take a little break. So perk of online school, what? I could do this while I'm in class. I actually have plans going to take myself on a date to Chick-fil-A after class. So I'm done at 11. Then I said I'm gonna study for 1 hour, just one, for my test next Friday. And then I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A. All right, so I just logged out of class and I decided to just go ahead and beat my whole face, honestly. Started with my eyebrows and I couldn't stop. I'm gonna do my foundation and stuff later. And I'm just gonna go ahead and record like maybe 3 or 4 YouTube videos today. Subscribe if you wanna see those. Ooh. But anyways, I just logged out of class, and now what I have to do is type up a report, basically a summary of what we talked about in class. So out of all the skills that we talked about that could be performed via telehealth, we had to pick 4. So the 4 that I picked were endurance training, gait training, which is walking, assistive devices, so like wheelchairs, canes, walkers, stuff like that, and standing activities, which is kind of like balance and stuff standing up. I'm gonna type up how I would perform each one of those as if I was a telehealth physical therapist and submit it, and then that is that's my assignment. This was literally just a quick little snippet video of what online clinical experiences look like. Physical therapy school is hard enough, and when things like this happen, You gotta push through, learn to adapt, which is what me and all my classmates are doing. You guys are doing awesome. Faculty, teachers, you guys are doing awesome. Thanks so much for working with us. Online school is hard. It is hard for me to focus. It's hard for me to stay awake during class. This is a tactic to stay awake. I was listening. I was even attentive. You can ask my classmates. I was throwing feedback in and all that stuff, but y'all, this is water. Thanks for tuning in. PT Bay out. Y'all stay beautiful, stay blessed, and stay positive. Bye.